It's 9 o'clock.
Beautiful morning to you, dear farmers, agribusiness owners, and everyone. This is a special edition of the interview on Brothers from 90.5 Makurdi. My name is Happiness Kia. From better management to better profit in poultry and fish farming, hard work alone doesn't always guarantee profit. The difference often lies in how well you manage your birds, fish, feed, finances, and daily operations. So today, we are getting practical. We will be exploring simple, smart strategies that can help poultry and fish farmers reduce losses, improve productivity, manage costs, and ultimately put more money in your pockets. This program is brought to you by Vet Connect and VitaFeed. So whether you are already farming or planning to start, this conversation is for you. Welcome to our live interactive program where we are looking at from better management to better profit, practical strategies for poultry and fish farmers. We will be talking about the things that matter on the farm: feed management, disease prevention, stocking, record keeping, mortality, water quality, production costs, and all of that. So if you're already keeping chickens, raising fish, planning to start, or you have been farming but wondering why the figures aren't adding up, this conversation is for you. Today in the studio, we have experts to do justice. We have Dr. Akben T.C. Shadrach, founder and CEO Vet Connect. You're welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
We also have Dr. Tihimba Festus Swem, CEO David Chicken House. Welcome to the program, Doc.
Thank you very much.
And also we have somebody here, Mr. Igbalumon Tedo Solomon. You're also welcome. And I understand he is the sales representative of VitaFeed. So this is the interview on Brothers FM, and first off, we'll start with Dr. Akben T.C. So what is the Benue Poultry and Fish Farmers Forum all about?
Thank you so much. Good morning, Benue. So the Benue Poultry and Fish Farmers Forum is an initiative that for farmers with at least 10 years plus under their belt of production would recall that some years ago, more than a decade ago, we had these experiences where farmers were able to aggregate, learn, share experiences. Different companies would come and train them, tell them what is best practice in the market, how they should better produce to improve, their revenues and the likes. It fizzled out, and the impact has also been felt across production lines. So working with VitaFeeds, we are now reactivating that. So this will now provide the opportunity for poultry farmers to go back to experiencing what they used to experience more than 10 years ago. For fish farmers, if memory serves me correctly, this will be the first time we'll be actually structurally having fish farmer forums in the state. Because a lot of fish farmers also encounter challenges, whether it's from having fish imported from other parts of the country into the states where the farmers struggle to deal with it, the high cost of fish feeds, how to be able to market, how to be able to grow correctly, and all. These are a lot of challenges that these two sets of production categories face. So these forums are going to serve as avenues to provide structural support and also help them address these challenges. So VitaFeeds is one of the leading companies in feed production across this country. VetConnect, of course, we are also a leading institution in the area of animal health and production support for livestock farmers. So coming together, we want to ensure that we bring the best deal for farmers in Benue State. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Before we proceed and I go over to Dr. Tehima, I would love to inform our listeners that this is an interactive program. So at the right time, our phone numbers will be open for your questions, contributions, and also for you to share your experience here with us. So Dr. Tehima, what are the challenges with poultry and fish farming here?
Okay, thank you so much, listeners. Poultry and fish farming face diverse challenges, but one of the challenges that is always standing out for both poultry and fish farmers is the problem of feed, particularly the cost of feed. And there have been different attempts and ways people have tried to work around this particular challenge, which is one of the reasons why the Farmers Forum is very important at this moment. We hope that with this Farmers Forum, we'll be able to help our farmers know how to go around this challenge of the cost of feed and be able to make good profits. And the other challenge is the challenge of disease outbreak. For poultry farmers, for fish farmers, the issue of disease outbreak has always also been a challenge, because the losses that this category of farmers experience oftentimes come from outbreaks that occur on the farm, and they lost a huge number of birds and also fishes. I know that the fish experts in the house is going to throw more light on that subsequently. So these two major challenges are what poultry farmers face. And to add to the challenges is the issue of financing, which also, by the grace of God, Vet Connect have been also working towards to see that farmers get good financing so that they'll be able to upscale their farms and make more profit. So for me, by and large, these three challenges oftentimes stand out for poultry farmers and also fish farmers. So we hope that as we continue engagement in the Farmers Forum and other platforms, we'll be able to find ways that farmers will be able to address these challenges, grow their farms, and make more profit. All
right. Thank you so much, Dr. Tehime. But I'll quickly go back to Dr. Akpen. Why poultry and fish farming?
Right. Thank you so much. Yes, because my thinking would be there are several other livestock categories.
Yes.
So, when you want to attack a problem, you ask yourself, first, what are the lowest hanging fruits you can pluck off, and what opportunities are readily available? It forms a basis where you now use the lessons from that to spread across other areas. So for instance, there's the piggery, the goat and sheep, and several others. Poultry, because poultry first is the largest subsector in the livestock ecosystem. Yeah, you have over 85 million poultry farmers in Nigeria.
Wow.
Yeah. So when you look at that, it makes sense that we should consider it, because who doesn't eat chicken? Who doesn't eat eggs? So it's important that we ensure that, and think about the time when an egg went as high as 250 naira, how bad that was. So it's some of these factors that...
So I think it's still very high now, 250, 200, 300 in some places now.
But not as bad as it used to be.
All right.
You know, there was a time when they were doing bragging rights on which state is having the most expensive crate of egg to sell, you know. So poultry, because we have a lot of farmers in that sector who are actively producing and facing these challenges, and having the structural effects that it's now impacting it's important that we see how we address. Fish, because the fish sector in Benue, like I said, one of the biggest challenges, is one of those sectors where feeds take up such a huge chunk of your inputs. And yet, sometimes as farmers are concluding these processes, the farmer in Oyo still brings fish into this place and it's still cheaper. So there are several things that through these forums can help farmers understand, especially around the economics. We don't collaborate a lot in this part of the world. So forums like this helps you understand that, see, coming together does not make you my competitor. We can collaborate because the alternate goal is to ensure that we send our products in the market and we're able to maximize profit.
So yeah, it therefore means that we also have fish farming in large quantity here in the state. And then the major challenge is about the feed, and then how it gets into the state or the production in
lack of collaboration. A lot of people are just operating in silos. There's something in market we call glut seasons. This is where you have a lot of produce in the market. Knowing when to even target when to produce is very important, because for a lot of us, we are seasonal producers. Let me give a case in point with poultry. Some of us will do beds only for Christmas or Easter and the likes.
Yes.
But the thing about that period again is we have chicken all over the market. So how do you now plan in a way that, yes, you can do the season too, but you can also do off season? Because at times, some few weeks ago, we were looking for chicken in Makurdi and not finding. Or when you find, the cost is very high. So these are some of the dynamics that a lot of farmers don't know. But forums like this will bring the knowledge to them, and they will understand how to better position themselves. Because when you think about the picture of a farmer outside of this continent, a well-looking person having a good life, but when you think about a farmer here struggling, so we want to be able to change that narrative.
Yes, okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Akben. So I would like to welcome one of our guests that we were expecting, Jinawa Felix Aundungwa. I hope I got that name correct.
Yes.
Well done. Welcome to the show as well. He is the fish farmer and the consultant. So I would love to even go to you right now. And since you're a fish farmer and a consultant, you would love to educate us more about the fish and then the challenges in the fish farming industry.
Well, thank you. In the fish industry, the fish business is kind of very high in Benue State. The competition is high, but the farmers have various challenges they face. Some of these challenges include fish fees, the water management quality, and the market. But importantly, before you go into fish farming, you make sure you take care of the three basic things that I've mentioned here. The feeds, which when you give your fish enough feed, when you give them plenty feed, that does not mean you are getting result. But giving them feed adequately and giving them correctly, and the kind of feed you buy, it is not just the quantity of feed you have, but the quality of feed you have. So when you go into this, you know that at a particular time, this is the particular feed you're supposed to be feeding on. This is the particular feed you're supposed to be feeding on. So you target from their sizes upward. Then you make sure at each point they have a size of feed they are taking, and the quality of feed is there assured. And where is the quality of feed coming from? We need products where we can trust our farmers with. We go into farming and the feeds are there, but the quality is not there. So we need feeds that will be good. Then going to water management. Water management too is very, very important. The quality and quantity of water required for feed farming is quite different. Not just seeing random water and want to start using. there are certain things you go about this water before you think it's okay. You say that it's okay before you get involved in fish farming. Then the space again, spacing is also important. Spacing is also important because when fish are overstocked in a particular facility, there's rearing facility. When they are overstocked in a particular facility, you see they have stunted growth, which generally affects the market. You see a farmer complaining to us that, Felix, I bought 1,000 fish, and when I fed them, I gave them so number of bags. Then after a particular time, I sold and could not make interest. Then when I take time to go to see their farms, you see that the space they had was not okay, the water they had was not okay, the feeds they are giving the fish was not okay. Where a fish was supposed to be taking 2 ml, like maybe let's for instance, the fish was supposed to eat like 5 bags of 2 ml or 2 bags of 2 ml, the farmer will give half bag or less than the quantity he's supposed to give. And when you look at this, you will notice that the products where they buy at this feed, they don't know if they are still good or not, because you are supposed to store feed in a conducive environment where it will be effective on the animal taking it. That is the fish.
All right. So, but I want to quickly ask that, can we ever do away with maths in anything in life at all?
Sorry?
Can we ever do away with maths in anything in life at all? It comes in virtually every aspect of our life. Then we're talking about feeds for the fishes, for the animals, and then there's calculation and how to and when to, the quantity. Oh, but well, I just have to say, that was on a lighter note, but I just have to say that it also boils down to the fact that for someone to go into fish farming, just like you're saying, I know it also applies to poultry as well. You need the right information, the right education, the right knowledge to be able to do it right and get what you need and then grow, prosper in this fish or poultry that you've decided to go into. That's what I'm understanding now. So on this platform that we have today, the opportunity that most of us, like myself and others listening as well, can you, as an expert, a consultant, educate us on the right method of fish farming and which pond or what's the right thing to do, how to get about, because most people talk about the natural pond where we'll get our fishes is better, or the one we have, what's it called, the big bucket, this plastic. Tampolita that people use now. Which is better? How do we go about it? Let's get that knowledge now because you are here.
Okay, I'll be brief.
Thank you.
Not take much of the time. When you want to go into fish farming, the first thing you have to do is get a rearing facility. The rearing facility in this context means the ponds you are going to use. And we have, in this part of the world, we have 3 basic ponds we use.
That works well.
Okay. Then we have the eating pond, which is seasonal. For those who have no source of water, they can use it now that it's raining period. The rainy seasons, they run it around rainy seasons, and once the rainy season is off, some can stay as far as January, then the water dries off. Then we have the collapsible tank.
So you can refill the water and make use of the pond?
You can refill the water, but it is not too advisable to always refill the water because it has low retentive capacity, like it does not hold water completely.
All right.
Yeah, so you go to the eating pond, you see that it is good rainy season. It is good during the rainy season because you have lesser concern with refilling water or the cost of water in your fish production. You understand?
Yes.
Now, when you come to the concrete ponds, which is commonly built around homes and other farms, you see that you use it and you have the source of water, like you drill a borehole or you tap your water from a stream or a run-off water elsewhere to run your pond. But these ponds all have their disadvantages and advantages. Then you have the collapsible tanks. The one you first mentioned, the trampoline. I first mentioned the trampoline. That is the collapsible tanks. It is a synthetic, though high to fracture. But when all these ponds come together, it is when you arrange these ponds, you get the necessary inputs like your fish seeds, your feeds, and your feeding pattern. After getting your rearing facilities, like the facilities you use in capturing your fish, there are 3: earthen pond, concrete pond, and trampoline ponds. When you get them, you source your feed, your fish seed, that is your juveniles or fingerling, they're called fish seed, from a reliable source, a source that will give you fast-growing fish, disease resistance, juveniles or fingerlings, as the case may be. Then we direct you, someone who will direct you, a consultant who will direct you on the feeds to buy at every point in time of the farming. Then when to change the water, disease management control, sorting of the fish, and so on and so forth.
All right, thank you so much. I see that this is actually a whole lot. So I'll come quickly to Dr. Akwen. Please, I know that maybe this might be the reason why the forum. So who is qualified to be on the forum, and then what are the benefits?
Okay, so the title says it itself. We are looking at poultry and fish farmers in Benue State. The interesting thing is with the general support of Vita Feeds, we are beginning in Makurdi, where we are going to be congregating the poultry and fish farmers who are resident in Makurdi. Then Boko, that will be next month, September. Then we'll go to Otukpo, which would either be October or likely November, depending on how we look at the logistical planning around it. And so, like I said, these are farmers who are, in production. The reason is because you're already doing it, and we want to ensure that you're doing it right. Okay. So if you're a farmer across these categories, and for Makurdi precisely, it's on the 29th. Yeah, it's happening on the 29th of August, which is on a Saturday at 10 a.m. So it's going to be at Mama Rahat Event Center, 7th Avenue, Bokolo Street, High Level, Makurdi. If you know where Wema Bank used to be, the 7th Avenue, there's going to be a very big banner. And then there's a lot of publicity already online and in town. So I'm sure farmers should not miss. And I will encourage that those who have registered and know other farmers who haven't should also reach out to them. It's a very powerful venue for knowledge exchange.
You spoke about registration. How is it done?
So we're doing it. You can register online. We have multiple forms online where you can be able to just fill in your information. And if you just go on Vet Connect social media platforms or on Vita Feeds, all of the information is there.
Okay. Yeah. Any link to?
Yes, there's a link. I can't read it out of hand now, but
okay, maybe before we round up, you make provision for that.
I can also share a contact number that they can reach out.
All right. So for an intending farmer like myself that wants to go into fish farming, because I've heard about it today and I've loved it. No space for me. I can be part of the
all
forum.
intending farmers across fish and poultry are invited, as long as you want to have a business with poultry and fish production.
All right, thank you.
That 29th for Makurdi is the day to be there, then September, Boko, and then October or either November in Otukpo.
All right, so quickly talk to us about the benefits.
Yeah, so for the benefits, and maybe I'll also add that when we shared, some persons were, hey, you're not coming to our local government, said it's a farmer forum and we're just getting started. Because it builds into our major livestock summit in November. So by next year, would have before we end the year, would have released a full calendar for how it's going to go across the other local governments in the state. So for the benefits, first is the knowledge. This is a free forum. You're not paying. You're coming there with your 2 legs and functional brain.
Maybe a pen and paper.
Yeah, we'll try to support as much as we can, but we encourage that when you're coming to learnings like this, you bring your own resource materials, right? We have the refreshment covered, so you will learn and you will also eat, and it's going to be chicken. I can't guarantee whether fish will be there, but chicken, I know there will be chicken there.
Guys,
so the consultant should tell us whether he's going to give us chicken.
Yes, he's there himself, so we should know.
So, aside from that, there are going to be expert presentations from the key experts that we have here, both from Felix and Dr. Swem, across the 2 major areas. And I would say this very slowly. Don't come because of some of the freebies that will be happening, but I'm sure some farmers will go home smiling with some freebies. just to show you, because Vita Feeds is very committed to supporting the growth process of the Benue farmer. And this might not be the right time to make this announcement, but we're already working something behind the scene, which is going to be targeted at women in poultry. So we did a project like that, and they are very interested in seeing how we expand capacity for more women to benefit from that. So those are the kind of brands that we want to welcome in the States, who are not just interested in the enterprise side, but are saying, let us support the communities to grow. Because in effect, if they grow and are able to do more, then it means that they have more capacity to even purchase your product. So we are grateful to them for taking a bet on the Benue farmer to do this.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Akpen. Thank you for the information, the answers well given. I would love to inform our listeners that this is an interactive phone-in program, so you can get on with your questions, your comments, your contributions, and then you can also share your experience with us here. Just call 0907-333-7045 is the number to call. We don't have much time here, so if you want to be part of the program, please make haste. Join us here, 0907-333-7049 is the number to call and be part of the special edition of the interview on Brothers FM today, this beautiful Tuesday, as we are talking about from better management to better profits, practical strategies for poultry and fish farmers in the state. So if you're a fish farmer, you're interested, you're intending one just like myself, do well, get the right information, ask your questions, get the link, register, and then be part of the program, just like Dr. Akpen rightly said. 0907-333-7045 is the number to call. So, Felix Audunga was speaking earlier, and he mentioned one of the challenges of fish farming, and I know as well as poultry to be feed. But before I go on with the question, let's talk to this caller. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello. Oh, who lost our call? Please get to call us by 0907-333-7045 is the number to call. He speaks about feed production and the difficulty in both fish and poultry. So I was actually asking, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where you calling us from?
My name is Shina Favor, calling from Canfield.
Okay, Favor, go. Do you have a question or contribution?
Yeah, a question.
Please go ahead.
I have the fishery.
Okay.
I have a pond, but it's a concrete pond, and the source of water is from a borehole. But this problem, Pyrogyra, by the size of the fish pond. So, is it okay or there's a problem?
Okay, thank you. Keep listening to us, and then the consultant will give you the right answers to your question. Thank you so much for calling. All right, we'll pick a few more calls, and then the guest in the house will respond accordingly to them. 0907-333-7045 is the number to call. Call us for your questions, contribution, and comment. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where you calling us from?
It's Evelyn. I'm calling from Yakio.
Evelyn from Yakio.
Yes.
Please go ahead.
I'm a poultry farmer.
Okay.
Then I'm interested about what the person that is saying. Then I don't know. Coming to register now, what is the process and how much is the registration? And when is the time for the training?
All right, keep listening to us, and all the answers will be provided adequately for you. Thank you for calling. 0907-333-7045 is the number to call and be part of the program. If you still have a question, a comment, just call us and let's hear from you. So before we attend to the questions from Evelyn and Favor, I was talking about feed production. Do we have any? Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Your name and where you're calling us from? Thank you.
My name is Tefa Akani. I'm calling from.
Your name, please?
Tefa Akani.
Tefa Akani.
Yes.
Go ahead, please.
Yes, I appreciate the program you are anchoring this morning.
Thank you.
For coming on board. Actually, in terms of agriculture, fishery has been my own favorite form of agriculture or business to indulge in. I've not started yet, but that is my ambition.
Okay.
And yes, I just want to ask. I want to know. I'm just coming in. I want to know the exact date and time the training will be holding.
All right. Thank you so much.
Part of it.
Keep listening. Thank you. Till Felix Aundungwa, our fish consultant, please, do we have any feed production in the state? Fish feed production or poultry feed production?
Yes, there are some farms here that go into fish feed and poultry farm production. But like I said earlier, they are dormant at the moment because
all of it.
Almost the ones I know.
Okay.
They're not active at the moment because maybe because of material, their market and the rest. But they are not. There's no one that is actively producing feed in the state now, currently based in the state.
Okay, so you mean that with the large...
That I know.
Okay, it therefore means that you are a consultant, so you should know much. So if there is only one producing, the percent should be minimal, very little. So but then we have a very large farm and then we need to import the feed always. That's a huge challenge. Yes. I can see it right now. So I would love you to quickly then answer Favor's question. She said she has a pond, but Spirogera. And is he a good sign or bad sign? Is there something wrong with it? And then she said a source of water. I think she mentioned source of water as borehole. So please answer her.
Yes, concerning Spirogera in the pond, there are some certain level of Spirogera that will appear in your pond that will be bad. It is called algae bloom because Spirogera.
It is called what?
Algae bloom, like something is bloom, explode, like it's too much.
Okay.
Like if it becomes too much, it's a problem. But a situation where it is moderate, it is okay because the algae that is formed on the water also lives on oxygen, dissolved oxygen. And
what will you actually use to measure the okayness or the...
When the water is completely greenish,
all right,
and not appearing to be too toxic with the algae form, it is okay. That is to say that the algae bloom is affected, is bad when it is too much because fish in the water survive on dissolved oxygen. The oxygen they take is dissolved in water before they will be able to respirate it. But when the algae and other plant substances that are dependent on dissolved oxygen becomes too much in the water body, it affects the fish because it has competition. They compete for dissolved oxygen. Let's take, for instance, in this room where we are seated, where the oxygen level in this room is tight and there's a lot of people in this room, you see that we'll be so tired and the breathing space will not be enough.
Yes.
But under the water, the oxygen that is inside the water is dissolved. That is when before fish will breathe in water, they use dissolved oxygen. Each time fish come out to gas out for air to show that the dissolved oxygen inside the water is not okay. So if algae in the water is greenish, fairly greenish in her water system, and the fish are not gasping up, that they are not standing up, gasping, coming to gasp out natural air, then it's okay. But I also advise her to to work on her pond, the substrate of her pond, that is the pond surrounding. Each time she's changing water, she should do well to brush those forms of algae that are under the pond and on this pond, the surface of the ponds. Like she can either use a broom or use this car brush that I use for washing tire to scrub her pond wall, then rinse it properly. By doing so, she can also, after doing that, apply salt to the pond to lower the algae bloom. But it is very common in ponds that are directly exposed to sunlight. Yes. So I think when she wash it, she should wash the pond, then try not to overfeed, because remnants of this feed sometimes comes because it is concrete pond, they cannot vanish in the water, so they stay there, they absorb themselves and form a lot of this algae.
All right, thank you so much. So, Dr. Tehimin, I'm coming right to you now. We can see that a lot of people want to know the details about registration, venue, when it's happening, and everything they need to know. Can you just briefly, if there is a contact number we need to give out there for people who are interested or have more questions to ask, social media handles, and please just provide. Let's get the details, please.
All right, so thank you very much. Like it has been earlier said, the date for the Farmers Forum is on the 29th of August, 2026, and it's happening at Mama Rashid Event Center, 7th Avenue, Bokolo Street. Registration is completely free. All you need to do is fill your information on the form, and Vet Connect helpline is available to guide you through this registration. You can call this number 070 7834 0106. 070 7834 0106, and they will provide a link for you to register for this Farmers Forum. And the time for the event is 10 a.m.
Okay.
The time for the event is 10 a.m. So we encourage everyone who wants to participate to be prompt, because we would like to keep the time. It will avail us more time to provide more information, and they will also have opportunity to ask questions, and we get to interact with them and offer solutions to the myriads of challenges that they have been facing with their poultry and fish farming, so that after then they would have good value for the time they have spent at the Farmers Forum.
All right, thank you so much. So, Dr. Akpen, any social media handles will you give out so for people to watch out for maybe the right information or how to go about it, please?
Yes,
quickly.
So you can search us at Vet Connect, Vet Connect with a K. KONECT. Yes, so you can search us there to find.
And Facebook.
On Facebook, applies across Facebook, X, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok.
All right.
Yeah, same also applies for Vita Feeds. Yes, and if by any chance you don't also get to register at all, you are welcome to the event. Registration also happen on site. So in case you're unable to jump on any of the registration processes, you are free. Once you fit the category we have said, and either an intending or active farmer across poultry and fish categories, you're welcome to attend.
All right, thank you so much. We are running out of time. So quickly, I will start with our fish farmer consultant, Felix Aundunga. Please, your concluding thoughts, your word of advice to our farmers or intending fish and poultry farmers out there.
Okay, I love poultry farming, but I like to talk more about fisheries. I like to say things I know most. So for fish farmers, fish is a very profitable business. It's profitable when it is done correctly. So please, when you hear informations about fish farming, don't just go into fish farming or hearsay, work on hearsay. Meet the right people. There are fish consultants around the states. Some are near you, some are far. You can meet them, consult them correctly, because if you don't have finances, if you don't have the capital for feeding 500 fish, please don't stock 500 fish. If you don't have if you have for 200, start with 200. If you have for 100, start for 100. And please know how to manage your space. The space that is supposed to contain a particular, your stocking capacity should not be above what you have on ground. So stock accordingly, listen to instruction, take instruction. Most importantly, get feeds that are good, feeds from a reliable source. If you cannot get feeds from a reliable source, contact us. We'll show you the basic feeds to use. VitaFeed is here, very, very good. We'll show you how to use VitaFeed. You make profit and become a very profitable fish farmer.
All right, thank you.
To meet everybody there.
Thank you so much. The reason why we have been invited to the Farmers Forum. So quickly, Dr. Tehemin Festus Swem, your closing thoughts, please.
Okay, I'm a poultry expert, so when we talk about poultry, we're talking about those that are rearing broilers and layers, and some other persons, some exotic birds as well. You're welcome to be part of this Farmers Forum. Knowledge is changing. Best practices are coming up day by day as technology is evolving, and only those who are willing to upgrade their knowledge will be able to stay in business and profit. So don't say that you have been doing poultry for so long and so you know these things. Why you have been at the level you are is because you have not given yourself to improving the knowledge you have currently. So we are inviting you to come and get yourself updated with current best practices in poultry, both layer and broiler farming.
All right.
And want to assure you that you will not be disappointed at all. Thank you.
All right, thank you. And then to you, Dr. Akpen, to say your closing thoughts. Quickly, please.
Thank you
We're
very
running
much.
out of time.
Yeah, I'm your host, so I will not say too much. I will just say show up, make the most of what we are providing. We need Benue to take its rightful place in the fish and poultry ecosystem, and that's why forums like this are coming back, and we're happy to do this with you. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, gentlemen. That's how it's been on the program, the special edition of the interview today on Brothers FM 90.5 Makurdi. We have been speaking with Dr. Akbente Shadrack, founder and CEO Vet Connect, in the studio on this fish and poultry farming. Also in the studio with us is Dr. Tehemin Festus Swem, CEO Davis Chicken House. And as well, we were joined by Jinawa Felix Aundungwa, a fish farmer consultant, and they've all done amazing work. Gentlemen, thank you so much for coming to the program today.
Thank you very much.
All right, so that's how it's been on the program for today. As we wrap, profitability in farming is not only about how much you produce, but how well you manage what you produce. So do well to come for the program. Get knowledge, the right knowledge, information, and then do better in what you've set to do. They say there's never a day that you stop learning. We learn every day. So no matter how much you think you know, please make our time and come for event. Thank you so much. I've been Happiness Kia. Wishing you an amazing day ahead. I cannot forget to thank Mr. Iqbal Montedo Solomon, our sales representative for VitaFeed. He's been keeping us company in the studio as well. Thank you so much. All right, have an amazing day.